Now you'll see a lot of nude men in this exhibition, but none as painfully nude as this. And I'm using the word painful because this is a word that does come up in art historical descriptions of the work, and I don't know, it seems to be the way scholars describe the way it makes them feel even. And part of this is to do with the fact that it's polychrome, right? The color brings it to life in a way where the blood dripping down from the chest suddenly gives you the creeps a little bit, even down to these little raw redness on the knees as he's just got up from self-flagellating on his knees. So there's a sense of lifelikeness. We probably were never meant to see this sculpture like this. It probably was first installed elevated more than this in a niche, probably with a loincloth that would have covered its unfortunately now damaged genitals, and probably with a staff with a cross at the top that would have given focus to that gaze. This has for a very long time been attributed to Donatello. And for those of you who know Donatello's wood sculptures, the very famous Mary Magdalene now in the Museo dell'Opera del Duomo looks something like this with a sort of scraggly hair. And in fact, when conservation examination and treatment was done on this sculpture just a couple of years ago, it was revealed that even the materials that went into producing this are very, very similar to the ones used to make the Mary Magdalene. And that is, although it is a wood sculpture, the core is wood, much of what you see on the surface, from the hair and the beard to the throbbing veins all over the body, that's sculpted in gesso on top of the wood. So in fact, it's quite mixed in its media and then painted on top of that. Since the late 19th century, however, there have been some questions about this attribution, and to some scholars, yes, the connection to Donatello is there, but it just misses what Donatello seems to have been able to produce in other sculptures, this sort of sophistication in expressiveness. And this is even coming from Bertoldo's great champion, James Draper. He too said, there's something just not Donatello enough. So this is a hotly contested thing. Some scholars are absolutely committed to this as a work by Donatello, and some really about Bertoldo. This is why we bring these things together, to see how they suit each other in the galleries, and I think you'll see the connections with the works here. What we propose is a sort of collaboration, and I know that makes us sound like we're being very diplomatic, but it is known from 16th century sources that Bertoldo completed works by Donatello. This may be something that Donatello initiates, and Bertoldo works on to some degree, and that's why you get this sort of mix of the two artists. But again, this is something that we're very happy to talk about, and we're very happy to bring together in order to make the visual argument.